UNRESEARCHED with Isaac Darlington.
One of the reasons I created the Having Inventives was to help creatives who, like myself, have gone through hard financial times, because just like many creatives have received an eviction letter before.
True.
I know what it means to have areas, on your neck, bills unpaid. And many times the issue is because we are not so professional.
Yes.
We lack basic name registration. We do not have a proper paper trail, no invoices, no receipts. Clients for a service which you charge maybe 500,000, or which someone in Kampala would be charging 500, you're being given 50,000 shillings. So so the Having Inventives, the reason I created it was to give opportunity to bridge clients and creatives. And then secondly, to just create a safe space for creatives. Now, I've worked with many creatives, you know that.
Yes.
Our audiovisual ads, some business I've got from Darius. That's already Having Inventives working.
Exactly.
I have been able to do a bunch of things because of, Having Inventives worked with a bunch of creatives and given them that opportunity, which, by the way, if you are the person who has an old camera, you have laptops, you have things, or you're able to support a creative, reach out to Having Inventives today. Because for us, we are up to partnering with creatives, especially up country.
Yes.
Life is not as smooth for people who
As
entirely
it is
survive.
in the
And
city.
by the it's not that creatives don't want to work. Creatives are very creative people.
Yes.
Just that their line and way of work is not the usual one, but they are behind a lot of beautiful things that we see, and we continue to pray that AI does not replace.
Man.
I saw an AI influencer.
Yes.
Do you know what it means to go on social media and find an account that is run by AI that influences?
Wow.
It was a woman, dresses nicely, the latest clothes, bichi, and you can pay. Of course, there's someone who runs that account.
Yes.
But that also means that there's an influencer who won't earn that money.
Exactly.
There's maybe some big-bellied man sitting in some bedroom who has created it, which is creative in its own way. But then there are question marks.
It is killing some people's opportunities.
Yes. I saw an advert also the other day. It was on I don't remember where. I think it was on social media. And bro, the whole thing was shot by it was created by AI.
Yes.
The character, the audio, the everything.
Yes.
But the people whom they expect to buy that product are human beings. It's not AI going to buy the product. The whole thing has been designed by AI, but the people you're trying to attract are human beings. So it's a very interesting conversation. Welcome to the UNRESEARCHED Podcast, ladies and gentlemen. Another wonderful episode. I'm with Darius Wabuyere, a face that is not new.
Yep.
Yeah. And it's interesting because today he has a shirt on.
Yes.
Written on KESA Mixed Farm.
True.
And I've been following you on your status.
Yes.
Lately, you are into farming. It's not like it is new to you, but you've put in more effort, more energy.
And maybe going commercial. You can do farming at all levels. You can do domestic farming to feed your family and maybe the people around you. But now when you go commercial, you need to, it's the world is about branding these days.
Yeah.
So you need to brand yourself better so that you can be noticed out there.
Welcome.
Yeah. Thank you, my brother, Isaac.
The other day, I was following something. I saw something on X. Yeah. Creatives are just lazy people. I'm paraphrasing it. Lazy people who can't seem to work a 9-to-5 job, and because of that, they just call themselves creatives because they have nothing else to do. Of course, I fall in the line of creatives, and you are a creative. I know you're into farming now. You're doing what many people would call a real job.
Yes.
But you were once a creative, and you are a creative. Creatives are people like the artists, like musicians. Would you call it? Is the scientist a creative as well? These people like Elon Musk. Is he a creative?
They are creatives. When you take science to a level of inventing, you become a creative.
I once joked and said that Jesus himself was a creative. he turned water into wine. That is what we call a creative miracle. You don't see that anywhere or everywhere.
That's true.
The designs you see on the butterflies, well, generally, it's just a work of art. And now you are into farming at a commercial level. How is the business so far?
The business is not bad. I can boldly tell you, people consume chicken. I'm specializing in chicken.
Local chicken.
But local chicken.
For the big boys.
That's a delicacy.
Yes.
That's a very big delicacy, especially here in Africa, I should say. And so far, so good. Yeah, it is very, very promising. Yep.
Why local chicken?
Okay, you see, before we are taught, before you do any business, you're told to do research, especially market research. Then you also know that what you're investing in, what is the cost of taking care of it, the lifespan, the duration, how long you're going to keep this chicken.
Yes.
So I'm a person who doesn't want to sell things out under pressure. You see, you will ask me, why didn't I go for broilers, since they are ready in 4 weeks?
In a few weeks.
Yes.
And I think they're a bit cheaper too.
Yeah, they are a bit cheaper
in the long run, because remember, local chicken, you're going to invest more because of the length of time.
Yes, you can feed them for like 3 to 4 months. But I preferred them because they attract more money. You see, a broiler is a short lifespan, but then the money is little. A huge broiler will go for about 30K. That's a very huge one. But these ones we eat on the street, 8K and 10K.
No, those ones on the street, yeah, you're right.
Yes, these ones of the street, 4 weeks, they are about 8,000 or 10,000. Yet me, if I have my local cock, it will go for about 45 or 50,000.
The other day I was coming from Karamoja. We had just finished a mission, Karamoja for Jesus.
Yes.
And we stopped to buy chicken. A cock. These cocks were extremely heavy.
Yes.
Secondly, they were sold, we even saw those ones of 75,000, 80,000 a cock. Local.
Very heavy, yes.
I think around Bukit there.
Yes.
Yes.
They actually, Teso has a very nice breed of local chicken. Teso is known for that.
By the way, we're speaking about sorry, I'm taking him fast. But we are going to have a lengthy conversation.
Sure.
We're talking about the wedding, my wedding.
Yes.
For those of you who don't know, I'll be wedding a very beautiful bride. Soon. Yeah, it's not like I'm on the market anyway, but I will be I'll be wedding on 20th of December.
Yes.
And if you would like to support that wedding, just hit me up on the number that is running on the screen, and would appreciate your support. Of course, we have costs to cover and a bunch of things. He mentioned chicken, and I remember we had a conversation about how I should rear chicken.
Exactly, for your wedding.
For the wedding. Yeah. Time before. Why is it that many of us seem to need fundraising when it comes to this Mikolo in Africa? Well, in your view?
In my view, because these functions are community. You see, when in the West, they are like internal things, but for us,
by the time someone says I'm wedding so and so, this there's already 70-80% of the budget.
Exactly. And you will find that even the close neighbors are not invited. It is strictly family. But for us, it is community. You call your OBs, you call your OGs. So
even people who don't know you will be there.
So you can't have such people and then you feed them all alone. You understand? So in Africa, we love to support one another. So I think it is also our culture to support one another.
Yeah.
Not simububi. And not because
you're unable to.
Exactly.
But it's a cultural and a communal thing. I think that's something I really appreciate about Africa. We stand with each other. So I'm wedding. He recently did his kuchala. It was a very beautiful.
And you see, people have been asking me, you ate your things alone. Why didn't you call us? So that it points to the fact that our functions are community.
Yeah.
However small the function is, people want to be part of it.
Yeah.
In some way.
So if you want to be a part of this one, please hit. I believe I'll be among his groomsmen.
Sure.
And he's going to be one of my groomsmen, by the way, on 20th. So that is that about that. Let's get back to the conversation. Tubade twogera ku nkoko, poultry, mixed KESA Mixed Farm specifically. And this branching from being a creative. Darius Umugobero Media Group.
Yes.
Because that is a company that I believe still exists.
It still exists. And it does its work.
And it does its work. Promotion, he's a music manager.
Yes.
And he manages, I think I know 3 artists.
Yep.
3 artists who are doing well. So I believe that you have this experience. But there's creatives like me. I'm a voiceover artist. We do not make a lot of money. We're at the bottom of the food chain.
Yeah.
When you look, actually, when someone asks me, so what do you do? Then I tell them I'm a voiceover artist. They're like, so what does that mean? They don't know that, we are the voices behind audiobooks. You're driving and you want to listen.
Yes.
And then maybe the audio-visual commercials and then all of these things. But now AI is also here. AI is doing those jobs. They are doing audio production and all of that. So it's a bit crazy in the creative industry. But yes, the creative, like me, a voiceover artist, sometimes we find it hard to transition. I cannot tell you how hard it has been for me to try and settle into a 9 to 5. But it's just hard. Do you know why? Sometimes you do your audio production 30 minutes and you're earning almost the same amount of money a person working 9 to 5 and but then you may go 6 months without getting that money again.
Yes.
So that worry about consistency. How comes you've taken this risk? Because everybody knows farming is a huge risk. That's why there's huge reward.
And you see, particularly chicken. Chicken is not a get rich quick scheme.
It really isn't.
If a creative out there is maybe thinking, let me invest in chicken.
It's an easy way.
Yes.
Easy way out.
Trust me, there is a lot of mortality rate. You will lose even half the birds you acquired, and still you will have to push. But on a good note, it is a lucrative business because you see anything to do with feeding people, because
there's money.
Even as we are here, I found you having your lunch, so it means this is a business which someone can't avoid.
There's some of them. Yes, but
I found you having your lunch, and which means feeding or eating is part of someone's daily agenda.
Yeah.
So you can't say I'm going this week without eating unless you are running a fast. But it is a lucrative business. However, it needs a lot of patience. Me right now, as I speak, Isaac, I have not yet even started getting profits out of this business.
Can you imagine?
Yes.
Yet I'm seeing you
still investing.
Constantly,
constant posting.
Imagine this is also an investment.
Exactly.
You have your own branded outfits. You've set up the poultry feeds and all of that.
You understand? So it is a business I invest in monthly because I buy feeds to take them a month. And I'm feeding these birds for like 4 months. In the 4 months, you'll find that I've spent 1.5 or even 2 million. But I'm still investing because I know I have a target. And I have a vision to grow to a 10,000 bird farm.
Yes.
Something like that. So
that's a huge one, eh?
Yeah, that's the goal. Currently, I am at 500. 500, and the dream is really, really big.
You attended this conversation with the Ndaba Innovative Hub. It was one of the facilitators was from Ndaba.
Yes.
And he was talking about how sometimes, of course, together with partners, they fund certain projects like now the KESA Mixed Farm.
Yes.
In fact, they're planning a boot camp. Very soon for those who are interested. There's one, the virtual at 150, then there's a walk-in at 350, then there's the camp at I think 500 or 450. Yeah, but is it that the finances or the stability seem better in this business, or were they also okay when you were doing Umugobero alone, when we were working at different radio stations? I won't mention them, but the different radio stations that we've been in together.
Now, you see, there is always a difference when you're doing your own thing, Isaac. It can never feel like your former work where you were employed or something.
This one is like your child.
Exactly. This one is like my child. And I even if I put in tezinuma. So if I'm to compare, I won't say it is not better than the other one. It is for some factors, because you see, the umugobero thing is a seasonal thing. You see, when I organize these concerts or I manage these artists, maybe an artist gets a booking in 1 month or something like that, the income is very, very little compared to when I have 500 chicken and every weekend I'm able to sell off 30 birds. Every weekend 30 birds are going out. It really clearly shows there is a very big difference in the income flow.
There is a huge difference. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so poultry business is better. And you see, the chicken farming thing has a very wide value chain. You'll find someone else talking of eggs, table eggs. For them, they are measuring in table eggs. Then you find another person measuring in the birds for meat, like myself. I am rearing these birds for people to eat. Then you will find someone who is in day old chicks. For them, they have a hatchery. They just release day old chicks to sell to farmers. So the value chain is really, really wide, and I'm sure everyone can come in at any stage. There are people, you see, that brooding stage is very, very tricky. When you purchase those day old chicks, taking care of them like a mother hen is a very, very difficult thing. So
it's not as easy.
Most people fear that stage, and for us, what we do, we can even rear for you past that stage, and we give them to you after that stage, 1 month. Then you start from there.
We've had extensive talks and conversations about how if say this went like this in Mbale, if this went like this for creatives in Uganda, maybe then creatives would have a better chance at making money, at just surviving. But now you have shed a slightly different light and spoken in terms of reliability.
Yes,
you've spoken about how sometimes these things are seasonal, especially in your line of work for the creative side. You've mentioned it.
Music promotion.
So a person needs to be juggling more than one thing to survive, basically.
Yes, that is true. And you see, if you can't say you're only going to be employed, or you're only going to do this
your own business
and that is it. No, trust me, in Uganda today, even if you have a business, it may not be able to sustain all your bills, everything you have to pay. You find that you'll have to also invest in other things. That's why, even as much as I'm in the poultry business, I'm also doing produce. Still in the line of food. I sell wholesale produce to make sure that I balance on the income. And also, if duty comes in the line of creative media, maybe I need to go to do coverage for journalism, I still have to go
which is by the way what you studied.
Exactly, that's what I studied. So
today I was having a conversation. I met Musumba, Pastor Dennis Bagala.
Yes,
he's a pastor of Word of Faith Cathedral, and he said for him he shelved his documents, his academic documents. Now he does whatever job is available. He's a broker or a blocker.
Yes.
That's how we call them here. He deals in land, he deals in what you need someone to build. He knows, he puts things together. It needs you to be sharp and awake.
True.
I created the Having Inventives. I remember we met around the time when I was creating the Having Inventives. I even remember we went to URA together.
You registered your business ahead of mine.
Yeah, we went to URA together.
Went together.
We went to URA. No, I did URSB. Even URSB at some point, I think we went down there together.
Yes, we went.
And one of the reasons I created the Having Inventives was to help creatives who, like myself, have gone through hard financial times, because just like many creatives have received an eviction letter before.
True.
I know what it means to have areas, on your neck, bills unpaid. And many times the issue is because we are not so professional.
Yes.
We lack basic name registration. We don't have a proper paper trail, no invoices, no receipts. Clients, for a service which you charge maybe 500,000, or which someone in Kampala would be charging 500, you're being given 50,000 shillings. So what, so the Having Inventives, the reason I created it was to give opportunity to bridge clients and creatives. And then secondly, to just create a safe space for creatives. Now, I've worked with many creatives, you know that.
Yes.
Our audiovisual ads, some business I've got from Darius. That's already Having Inventives working.
Exactly.
I have been able to do a bunch of things because of, Having Inventives worked with a bunch of creatives and given them that opportunity, which, by the way, if you are the person who has an old camera, you have laptops, you have things, or you're able to support a creative, reach out to Having Inventives today. Because for us, we are up to partnering with creatives, especially up country.
Yes.
Life is not as smooth for people who entirely survive. And by the it's not that creatives don't want to work. Creatives are very creative people.
Yes.
Just that their line and way of work is not the usual one, but they are behind a lot of beautiful things that we see, and we continue to pray that AI does not replace.
Man,
I saw an AI influencer.
Yes.
Do you know what it means to go on social media and find an account that is run by AI that influences?
Wow.
It was a woman, dresses nicely, the latest clothes, bichi, and you can pay. Of course, there's someone who runs that account.
Yes.
But that also means that there's an influencer who won't earn that money.
Exactly.
There's maybe some big-bellied man sitting in some bedroom who has created it, which is creative in its own way. But then there are question marks.
It is killing some people's opportunities.
Yes. I saw an advert also the other day. It was on I don't remember where, but I think it was on social media. And bro, the whole thing was shot by it was created by AI.
Yes.
The character, the audio, the everything.
Yes.
But the people whom they expect to buy that product are human beings. It's not AI going to buy the product. The whole thing has been designed by AI, but the people you're trying to attract are human beings. So it's a very interesting conversation. Now, for you who's in the line of food yourself,
yes,
because AI cannot
exactly. AI cannot create food.
Fine, it may help with rearing, because I think there are systems that you can set and compute so many hatcheries, the bigger. But there is just a touch that a human being has.
Exactly. And you see, this food business, I really I'm loving it, and I would advocate for it to be widespread, because you see, food producers are very few. Do you know, if you're to count how many people feed, for instance, this city of Mbale, you will find that it is one district. Okay, let's say Bugisu. You'll find that if you talk of Matoke, Bulambuli is running number one. If you talk of beef, Bududa.
You see that one, me, I know it.
That one you also know.
Is one.
So now, our industry of chicken, that one actually, it is in Mbale City. It is Mbale City. You find that even boys who roast chicken in Manafa, they come to Mbale City to buy broilers. So it means there is a lack of farmers who are doing this chicken farming on a serious out there, and that means that there is a window for most creatives to come in, because chicken, unlike other businesses, for it, if you have land, it is cheap to start. If you have somewhere you can rear them from, it is very cheap to start, because you can build a structure with any kind of material. Because these are chicken. Won't say this is not a good house or something like that. You can use mud, you can use wood.
How safe? Okay, the only issue that that comes up there is how safe would they be?
It is safe. It is safe. I have mud houses. My chicken are in mud houses. You have not yet visited. I think you came home before I constructed. Yes. But the point is, it is cheap. You have no excuse to say I need to have building materials, concrete, sand, and brick. No, you can use sand. You can use old iron sheets. You can use wood, Mbale. You can use anything, even nets. As long as they are safe from sunlight and rainfall. Yes, as long as they have a roof over their heads. That is so it is cheap to start chicken farm. It is not expensive for starters. Yes, but if you wish to maybe do something really big, then you need to put in a huge investment. But for starting, if you need like 100 birds, you can even start off with about 500,000. Yes, you can start your farm.
If you are looking to, let me say, grow the business, what now you've grown the business?
Yes.
How was your how did you raise the capital, or how would, if I wanted to start up the business, how do you think I would have or should approach it?
Okay. In business, we are not advised to start our businesses on loan. So first and foremost, you need to have some savings. You need to do some savings. If you are currently employed or as a creative, you have some income and you have an account, please save. If you've not yet started, start now to save. From those savings, you can start off your farm. Then along the way, you can maybe get a loan to boost, but it's not good to get a loan to start because you don't know how the start is going to be. you may start and lose all the birds, and yet the loan is demanding. So you'll have a lot to lose to the loan instead of maybe acquiring it when you are already somewhere and you are only boosting, whereby you know that you have security, you have experience, you have already started, you've seen how to juggle the business. Maybe the challenges faced currently, Isaac, in farming is the expensive taxes, and taxes cut across in every business.
Taxes are not there's no way you can avoid them.
Yeah, there is no way. But the point is with things that feed people, I think the taxes should be these are not
low.
luxury things. Yes, these are not luxury things, but you find that because you can't be a chicken farmer and you avoid vaccines, antibiotics, insecticides, pesticides, things like that. Those are the things that we purchase almost every week.
Daily.
Yes, every week you have to have those things because those birds survive on antibiotics. They're like humans. Yet these antibiotics are kind of expensive compared to how much we invest in these birds, especially for us who rear local chicken for a longer period. We face a lot. You invest in vaccine, you find that if you've invested maybe 2 million in the project until you start selling off, you find that you've spent about 300,000 on vaccines alone. Then the rest maybe is on food and other maybe wood shavings, transportation and stuff. Yes.
Isn't it interesting how food is so cheap in Uganda? Like you can get a plate of rice, matoke, sweet potatoes, omena, what we call silverfish, and beans and what at just 3,000, 4,000, and it's good. But it's still, for some reason, is a lucrative business. But again, you've explained that you really have to be willing to play the long game.
Exactly.
And not just be interested
Patience.
in
quick
chopping something quickly and running away. And that's a very good conversation. I want us to put a pin on it for now, and still continue with this conversation another day. Darius and I will have more of this because we have been in the same field together for long, and he's my good friend. So you people will forgive me, those who feel like they're tired of seeing us talking.
These faces
together.
will be common.
They will be common here on the UNRESEARCHED Podcast because of the vast experiences that we've both had, and I believe that you will be able to pick a leaf. So thank you so much for being on the UNRESEARCHED Podcast.
Thank you.
Until next time,
my brother. See you guys.
UNRESEARCHED with Isaac Darlington.